Hello.
Hello.
We are back. My name is Michael Rapaport.
And I'm Kebe Rapaport.
And this is Rapaport's Reality, our podcast where we discuss all things popular culture, all things reality TV, and some curated gems from our much everybody wants to know about our relationship. So we curate some gems from our relationship. Rapaport's Reality, we are back. Glad to be back. Super Bowl week.
Yep.
Super Reality week.
Super everything week. You were in San Diego, and I was very, very concerned that you would not get back in time for the Super Bowl.
I made it back in time.
There was snow. I called you, and I was like, there's snow. There may be snow in the morning, but you made it back literally just in time.
Made it back just in time for the Super Bowl. That wasn't a very super game. But
boring.
And also, you know what else it wasn't? We didn't discuss this in the pre-production meeting. The commercials weren't
terrible. I used to watch it for the commercials. Do you know in my long, illustrious career of commercial acting, I never was in a Super Bowl commercial?
That was like a big thing to get them, right?
Oh, yeah. Back then, it's like...
But wasn't your Kebe Michael one? Didn't it get...
you're right. I think it came... It was...
But it wasn't for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, years after the Super Bowl. It didn't air the first time it came, but then years later it came on and they used it in the Super Bowl.
With the late, great Kebe Michael. What's the brand?
It was Geico.
Geico.
Yeah.
Yes, Kebe was in a Geico commercial that aired during the Super Bowl. It wasn't made for the Super Bowl with the late, great Kebe Michael, of course, the Geico commercial.
No.
Right. So if a Geico commercial comes along, you might catch the star of Rapaport's Reality starring in, co-starring. You're co-starring that, star of this.
Yes.
I
like to say.
Yeah.
I like to think so.
Yes, starring in Rapaport's Reality, co-starring with
course.
The late, great Kebe Michael.
It used to be a really big thing, to get a commercial. Not that it made any more money. It just was more eyes on your commercial because people were actually paying attention. I mean, this was back when we didn't have... what was it, TiVo initially, or DVRing, or being able to rewind back and forth. It was just that everybody was glued to the TV, would see your commercial. It had nothing to do with more money,
right,
or anything like that.
I didn't think that the commercials were as great as they have been in the past. My favorite one is the campaign with Ben Affleck and Casey Affleck.
Really?
With Duncan, just because I love their Boston thing.
Yeah.
I love that kind of humor, like that kind of exaggerated Boston personality, to me is so nuts.
Yeah.
Like it's probably what a lot of people think of, like
New York.
Exaggerated New York.
Yeah.
But for me, Boston, it's so obscure. And I think that they're just funny, and he's funny doing that. And those commercials are good. But, I love
the Martha Stewart commercial for Skechers.
That was fun.
It was very quick.
Everything
was like a 30-second, but it was great. Yeah.
and AI.
Everything is AI, CGI. It's bizarre.
Crazy. There was like Chat GPT and AI this and AI that. And what's the world coming to this? And I'm just like, where's the beef lady? Remember
You said, what about a good old Arby's commercial? And then there was controversy because they did a Carl's Jr. commercial that is not PC with a hot chick eating a hamburger. Remember the famous Carl Jr. Commercials with the sexy girl and it's ketchup dripping down her mouth and it was like really salacious and sexy. Well, there was one of those commercials on and people were, the internet was like, we're back, no longer needing to be PC. But it was a shitty commercial. It was like nothing.
Yeah, it was... I don't know. There's this Air Jordan commercial that's pretty cool, but it aired before the Super Bowl. It would have been sick to air it during the Super Bowl with these Air Jordans, and it's bringing all like the new people that are wearing the Jordans and the band and all that stuff. But there wasn't anything that really stuck out this year during the commercial.
Or during the game, babe. The whole
game
thing
was shit.
Boring.
I'm very surprised. Nobody had that on their bingo card, as people like to say, that the Kansas City Chiefs, Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, Patrick Mahomes would get spanked so bad.
Yeah.
Nobody thought it would be like a blowout like that. I mean, that was very, very surprising. And I'll just move around in the whole Super Bowl thing before we even get into the Super Bowl food debacle.
Oh.
Let's just call it what it is.
Oh, I don't think you should call it that. I put so much effort into these nachos.
Before we get to the nachos, babe.
Okay.
Do you think
Yeah.
Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are going to be able to survive this Super Bowl loss?
Absolutely not. Listen, I made a prediction that they were going to break up after the election. Okay, so I was wrong. They were doing good. Probably were they playing football yet? I think they were. So they kind of, maybe they said, let's stay together. I don't know. Listen, I think they're about to enter their loser era. Like, you know what I mean? Couples have these milestones in their relationship. And I find that, if he retires, especially, he's going out a loser and he's retiring. And, you need money for the jetty. She can't be paying for everything.
I think that he's resentful that he's not going to retire, because I think that
really, based
on the fact that he showed up, like Travis Kelce has always been a dresser. He's always had swag. He always through his whole career, like he always, his style has changed, which is cool, but he's always been one to dress like the NFL players do and the athletes do. But I think him showing up for some reason in a disco outfit, I don't know,
the 70s suit. And it was a weird color, too. It was like rust. It was wild.
But he committed to it, as he's always done that. Before Taylor Swift, he's always dressed up, and he had his chains and his fly shit and all that. But this, with the disco suit and the disco chains and the disco haircut, and then getting the shit beaten out of him.
I mean, it was pathetic. Let me ask you this, though,
Wait, hold on. He didn't bring an outfit just in case they lost. So when he was leaving the game,
really,
he had he didn't have the jacket on. He was probably like, I can't wear this fucking jacket.
You mean he wore the shirt and the pants of the suit after the game?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And I guess if you want to look good,
that's no winning attitude.
I guess if you want to look good winning, you got to take the loss, look good too, I guess. But I would have been like, yo, just give me a sweatsuit and let me get the fuck out of here. But he had the whole outfit on, not the jacket.
Interesting.
Which was showing sort of
I feel like that's was not a good sign. He didn't plan to come out with, I would see if he was planning on winning, he'd come out with maybe a sequin suit. You know what I mean? Bright red or something celebratory. That's bizarre. But let me ask you, because I was so paranoid about you coming home, I really got involved. I think I was doing the legwork for you because I didn't know if you were sleeping on the plane, but I got it very early. I started watching an NFL channel, all the pre-shows and interviews. I got to tell you, I saw an interview with him ahead of time, and they asked him a question, and I'm paraphrasing, like, are there any preparations you do before the game? And, he's just like, I don't really have any. And I feel like great players always say something to that. And I just looked at it, and I thought, uh-oh, this is not good. He seems very lax and laid back kind of dude anyway, but I was a little afraid. It seemed like he wasn't taking it that seriously.
No, he took it serious.
I know he's taking it serious, but his answer was like, I just come and I try to play good for the team. It's literally what he said. So I'm just saying, because I'm not an astute watcher of football, this is the things that I was picking up.
He probably has been asked that question, and some people have all these, I do this, I do that, and he might not have this whole pregame routine. You could say whatever you want to say about Travis Kelce and the Taylor Swift. He will go down as one of, if not statistically, the greatest tight end ever. So whatever he didn't do, whatever, has nothing to do with it. I just think in his head, his brother retired last year. I think in his head, he was like, we're going to win one more Super Bowl, and I'm getting the fuck out of here. And I'm wearing my disco outfit, and I got my hair parted like Rob Lowe, and I am going to move on to the other part of my life. He still might retire. He might be done.
Maybe he's done. I don't know. Listen, I really hope they stay together. I was thinking a couple weeks ago
now the challenge starts for them,
yes, now the real deal. It's like not a bunch of fanfare. You got to do real life, as a loser.
Because he'll be as going out as a loser.
Yeah.
Because he won't have the schedule. I mean, listen.
She's got stressful stuff going on with the breakup of their friendship with Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively.
Isn't she used to that, though?
I don't know. I think she's human. I think it probably would still be difficult. Like you're in the press, you kind of. I don't know. I just feel like now the real relationship begins for them.
I agree.
So, yeah.
I agree.
Take away all the fanfare.
All the fanfare, and I have practice, and you're on tour, on practice. Like he's going to be like, oh,
what
where
do you want to eat for dinner?
Yeah,
right?
like, oh, wait, you're leaving? I was just going to hang out all day. The Super Bowl itself was disappointing, and we move on. But the real disappointment, and I don't mean to harp on it, and I've said this many times publicly, and I don't feel like I need to do the precursor for this all the time. Kebe's cooking is outstanding, and the fact that
you say that, but then what follows usually is,
babe. Okay, yes, we didn't know if my flight was going to be on time because of the snow, and there was concerns. Yada, yada, yada. And I take what I could get. We know that the bar is low on what I will eat. I'll eat anything.
Well, maybe you should up your bar.
Okay, well, if I'm going to up my bar.
Here's the thing. I put a lot of thought into these nachos because I wasn't making anything else.
Did you? Well, because what the fuck? What was that? They looked crazy.
Well, because they looked crazy because I did it on a sheet pan. And I think maybe
Did you read a recipe or was this off the cuff?
I started looking at different recipes that look really cool. But then I was like, no, I'm just, how I do. I just do things the way I want to do them. And there's those chips from that brand that I like, Sete.
Yeah.
And they were blue corn chips. I think that's where I started to go wrong. I mean, I started to get very healthy, creative. And I think when I do that, it's just not good.
Especially with nachos. I think certain things, like you just got to go, we're making nachos. There is no healthy version of nachos.
I know. But I prepped. I mean, I saw when you said you landed. I saw where you were and how long it was going to take. You said 12 minutes. So I was sort of like,
But that wasn't it, though.
Well, it's not
let's not make an excuse.
Tell me what the problem was.
No,
because
well,
you
first
certainly
of all,
ate your fair share.
I'm going to eat whatever you throw in front of me.
Well,
that's the
sad.
thing.
That's
the
sad.
thing that might have thrown you off. And that might be the thing where the bar and all that. So maybe I need to raise my bar because I'm going to eat it's like a dog.
Yes.
Shout out R.I.P. to our dog Wheezy who passed away. Like he's not going to sit there and go, "Oh, I want it to look like this." A dog, you throw it in the bowl, the dog's going to eat it. I'm like that with food.
No shit, I know, but that's a you problem because I think the fact that you've become
but
like
they were
that,
a
and
sloppy
I'm
mess.
They weren't. Listen,
they
presentation is everything. I get it, but you ate them, and a couple times you're like, not bad.
They tasted just fine, but it wasn't layered. There was nothing.
I didn't use
know.
that much cheese. I think I don't know. They were very beany because I put refried wheat. You know what? I gotta admit they were shit. It was like a big pile of shit.
We gotta figure out a nacho. It's not that you want to eat nachos all the time, but for next football season, because I guess
if you did wings or something, I could have done. I don't know how to cook any chicken wings. I'm just getting back into my protein cooking because I think that we need to switch our diet. My mom sent me this thing about eating meat.
I know. Yesterday.
And I made you steak last night.
No, and I know. And you made steak last night and you're like, we're going to go on a protein thing. And I was like, what podcast did you listen to? Like, I know. I'm like, what fucking podcast did you get or YouTube shit? Like
when I can't sleep, this is what I do. I study.
And then the next day, it's like, we're eating all protein. I'm like, all right, fine.
For the better.
But that steak was good though.
Yeah, it was good. Kosher meat from Ori's. Yeah.
The shit was really good.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't care protein, not protein, carbs, no carbs, whatever it is.
Can we just agree that the nachos were not great because of the presentation? Because the taste was okay. I made fresh guacamole. No, they had ground turkey. There was cheese. There was jalapeno. It tasted
fine, but it also, I wish there was a way to layer it.
The chips were very not hearty to be dipping.
But isn't there a way to put the beans and then you put a layer of chips and then beans on top of it?
Chef Michael, you get in there and you fucking do it. There is a way. I did it, but when I pulled the tray out and you didn't know how you were going to eat it, you didn't want to eat it off the whole tray, we dumped it into a bowl and it changed the look of my presentation.
Wrong.
Fair.
I saw it when it came out of the oven. There was no.
Listen, I'm not. I can't win every time.
Anyway,
like the Kansas City Chiefs.
Shit. If Patrick Mahomes could lose a game, you can, make what you made for the Super Bowl.
But you ate your fair share, and then I paid for it all night because your farts were disastrous. Like, you almost chased us out of our bedroom.
And I say to that, it's time to grow up.
You grow up.
I wonder to people,
you know what? You grow up. You know what? You're the only person that if you fart and it smells so vile, it's like, what happened inside your stomach? And I always ask you the same thing. What did you eat while you were away, Michael? Because I can smell everything that you've eaten. So you can't lie to me when you've had like a sloppy Joe or some shit and some ice cream, because I smell it.
I didn't have ice cream.
Well, babe, and then you break out the spray and then you get mad at me when I am angry, because it was so bad that I started to get angry.
I know.
You actually ruined the night. It was vile. I can't even describe the smells that came out. And each fart was different. You know, when people fart, usually it's like the consistent smell. Every time you farted, it was like corn and then burnt broccoli. And it just got worse and worse and worse. And then you don't even have the decency to say, I'm really sorry, babe.
What am I going to say sorry?
Because we're sharing space.
There's no reason to apologize for something that I knew it was bad.
I know it's your body,
let's
but
move
okay.
off of it. Let's move off. Let's move off of something great, which is, again, I don't know if it's episode 5 or 6 of Traitors.
Traitors. It was episode 7.
7, whatever it is, and we're going to give a spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. The great Boston Rob got killed, as they call it on the show. They got rid of him. They got rid of him. And that motherfucker brought it.
He's a great gamer.
He's excellent.
He's excellent, but he messed up. He should have never gotten rid of Bob the Drag Queen. He did it too soon. You don't get rid of a traitor in front of everyone like that. And he jumped the gun, I think, and it messed up his whole game. And he was trying to play catch up this whole time.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it was not. He thought he could do it because his name came up, but he should have parlayed it. He should have waited at least another episode before he made that move.
I mean, he is very entertaining to watch on these shows because he's so calm and so good with his words and so relaxed. And his whole persona, he's like Italian, or he seems like he looks Italian, or he might be Irish, but he looks like he's Italian. And his whole Boston thing and his hat, he is very, very good. And whether you couldn't stand him or loved him, he kicked ass. I mean, he really he brings the shit.
He was a good player because he's aggressive with the game and, you know, instead of being laid back like other people are. I think that my big disappointment of the show is, like, I love Dolores, but I just am shocked at how she's playing.
Wasn't your father the police chief?
Yes. Like, I feel like she picked Tom twice, like just out of like spite, like revenge. And I'm like, what is going on?
Maybe she's doing that on purpose.
Yes. And then this morning I thought, maybe that's a strategy. You sit back, you watch everything, you say just enough, and then you pick a rando that you know is a faithful, and you just go after him because he went after you, and then you just watch. Maybe that's it.
It might be. It might be. I'm
Well,
so curious because I was like, you have to know this guy's full of shit, Dolores.
She's astute. She knows people. I think, I just think there's something going on that I'm shocked that she's not more aggressive, but you're right. It may be a strategy.
Yeah, because I was surprised at that too. But you have to you can't get emotional on that show.
Right.
If you get too emotional, you're going to be fucked.
Yeah, and two of the ladies, Danielle and Carolyn, are super emotional. It's a chaotic game that they're playing, and I can't wait to see what happens. But babe, the part that freaked me out was the challenge with the bugs, when they had to put their hand in that box. And you said we could do that. And I disagree.
Well, there was a challenge, just to tell people that didn't see the episode or don't watch Traitors. And again, and I don't like to beat a dead horse, but if you are looking for a very, very fun, and now's a good time to start with Traitors because you can stream all the episodes.
You don't have to wait, right?
Our biggest pet peeve with Traitors is that you gotta wait once a week. It's like old school. It's like watching old school TV, which sucks. But there was a challenge where the players had to couple up and
as if they were getting married.
There was this sort of marriage ceremony, and then they were told all you have to do is hold hands for 8 minutes.
Yes.
And everybody was like, that's nothing. And then it was like, then this box came out, and they're like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
And then in the box, they held hands, and then they put beetles.
Some kind of bug, a centipede type of big worm with a bunch of there's no way There's no way. A lot of them chose not to look, but the game just got worse because after, I don't know, towards the end, the last 2 minutes, they started dropping maggots and crickets and roaches from the sky.
That shit
was
disgusting.
So foul. I mean,
they couldn't wipe them off because you had to hold hands. So you have to hold, you can't let go of your partner's hand during and while bugs, maggots, cockroaches, they put a fucking snake on them.
You almost saw Dolores' personality because she partnered up with Chriselle.
She was pissed.
And Chriselle didn't last 1 second. She pulled her hand out immediately, and you saw Dolores get pissed off. Like that, you saw her personality.
She said wrong pick or wrong partner.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she fucked her up.
She said not okay.
Right.
That's what she said.
Right.
Like she was pissed.
Yes.
Because I think it's something that she could have powered through mentally. Well, 100%.
100%.
Yeah.
But honestly, now that you watched it, would you have been able to do that? Yes, you would have been able to.
I think I would have.
But what if the bugs would have been in your hair and shit?
If I knew I wanted to win, the problem I would have had is when they dropped the bugs and maggots going down my back, when they were like, oh, it's in my bra, that stuff, I'd be like, nah, I mean, for what? Like, why am I doing this? But for me, because I learned in therapy that I am, as tough as I am, I'm a little bit of a people pleaser. So I wouldn't want to pull my hand and mess up the other person. So I would have to like communicate with them and say, hey, look, Michael, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to have to, we'd have to.
Once you start, you got to keep going.
I know, but once you started, it got worse, progressively worse.
The grossest part of it to me was when they had to dig for the ring and they had because they were, like, it seemed like then it was going in their nails and shit. It was disgusting.
It was great TV, though.
Got to give a shout out, and you need to publicly give a shout out to Tom Sandoval, who he was the guy who was like Boston Rob.
Listen,
he was so fucking happy
I'm hard on him.
Proud of himself.
Yes, I'm hard on him, and he's not my favorite person, but up until the bugs, the episode was getting boring, and then it even went better when he opened his mouth up. I mean, there was a part where he walked out in front of Boston Rob and the other kid, Dylan, and they ignored him. And the way
did they ignore him, or they didn't see him?
I read an article. They didn't see him. Like, that's how like nothing burger he is on the show, and
it's working.
But he turned it around, and he's become quite entertaining.
I fuck with Sandoval.
I can't tell though. Is he manipulative and planned and like
he would
calculated?
Go, yeah, but
or is he just dumb? Like he's
I think
ditzy.
It's a little bit of both.
Yeah,
there's a little bit of both.
Like a ditzy person who thinks they've got a MO and they have, like this ability to manipulate things, but you're like, it's totally transparent. You're not that bright.
It's so good. I know
with Sandoval. You love him so much, and I just,
but just because like all his flaws, and I just like his character on Vanderpump Rules, and then when you see it translate into another show, he's
like a Vinny Barbarino.
Completely.
Yeah, totally.
Completely.
Yeah.
But he was the one who was like, it's Boston Rob, and he was so fucking proud of himself because he was picking the worst people going into it. And I love that he's rocking his Tom hat.
Yeah, I saw that.
Anyway, so Traitors has been good, and we have to also discuss Salt Lake City. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City came in like a wrecking ball, ended
their greatest season, I think. And I'm just curious to see what they'll do
going forward.
Yeah, like how do they do that? How do they chase that without doing too much?
It's hard to chase it. It's hard to capture snowflake in a bottle.
Yeah.
Or a snowball in a
bottle. I wonder if everybody will come back. Do you think the whole cast is coming back? And do you think that Brittany will be invited back?
She should. She should come back. She should absolutely.
And the reunion when she was standing off to the side and she felt left out, she had total FOMO, was hilarious. I was like, wow, you're just a friend, my friend.
Right. You're just a friend.
You're just a friend. You're lucky to even be here. And she's like, I want them to say nice things about me. It was very interesting. She's a very interesting girl. She would make... I don't feel like I want to see her, though. I don't want to see... By the way, she's also going to the Selling Salt Lake show.
Right.
As a realtor. So maybe she won't have time to be on the show.
I'm hearing on social media that Selling Salt Lake is a good time.
Oh, yeah. Selling Sunset is a good time. It's the same format. It's great.
Also, We are deep into Southern Charm. This is the first season for me where I'm really invested in Southern Charm. I'm enjoying it. Fun. Those three guys, I could see why the show is successful because those three guys are talk about fucking dumb and dumber.
I mean, fascinating
and
to
I say
watch.
that with all due respect, but they're funny. They're fun to watch.
They're fun, and
they're flawed fun.
When you say dumber, you know what I see them also too is very like the boys that Peter Pan syndrome boys, and like they are very much vulnerable.
Yes.
And so we're calling them dumb, but we don't really mean dumb.
I don't mean
like
dumb.
Peter Pan-y, vulnerable, just a couple beats behind.
Yeah, and I like that. I don't.
Yes.
Yeah, because people like, oh, your characters are dumb. I say that with all due respect, but Shep, Craig, and
Austin,
the three of them are fucking. They're good.
I love them.
Have they ever done a spinoff, just the three of them?
No,
like a 6-episode,
like a vacation spinoff would be good
because they're just like tripping around. And my man Shep, he got like catfished or that Miss Bahamas.
No, he didn't get catfish. It's just that she probably saw him on Raya and he wasn't all that was cracked up to be. She probably didn't like his house. He didn't probably seem rich enough. Just like Whitney said at the dinner, you're not famous enough and you're not rich enough.
But it wasn't like she just hooked up with him once. Like it seemed like they had like a little thing building. And then
that's what we saw. She was ghosting him a lot.
Ghosted his ass. But I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the Bahamas. Because the whole cast, the whole clan, as he calls it, goes down to the Bahamas. But the good thing about the last episode of Southern Charm is you really, really see the dark black writing on the wall to the end of Paige and Craig's relationship. When they went to the farm.
I think you see it all the time when he's talking about her and the guys are just, it's like crickets. They cut to Austin's eyes rolling or Chef kind of like doing that little squiggle and like body language of like, this is uncomfortable. He's talking about her again. Does this girl even like him? That's like a through line, a subtext to me throughout the whole thing since they've been together, to be honest. And it was evident when they went to the beekeeper and he was so excited about getting bees and she was like, okay, I've seen enough. I gotta go. Bees
and goats, and then they had that conversation, and that literally could have been. That's it, because you just. Could
by the way, we said that we were like, oh, we wish they were filming when they broke up. We're gonna see it,
right?
We're gonna see it,
which makes me question: did they hang on and hold the breakup to right now? Because the timing of it is really good. I don't think that they did.
No, but there's a scene, I don't know if it was shot already, when Madison and Craig are on the phone and Craig's on the phone with Paige and then they tie Madison into the phone call. I think, did I see that on Bravo or episode? Anyway, and they're talking about going. When he talks to Paige on the phone, FaceTimes her, she's not that interested, and she's a Scorpio. We're moody. You know what I mean? But I think that she's been knowing for a while that this is something she's trying to get out of. And it's probably very difficult to get out of something when it's on television.
I guess. I mean, they're not Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, but I guess for us they are.
Yeah, for us they are.
In a way, because, the breakup and the not breakup, and he was on the reunion and Watch What Happens Live, and, how you doing? How's your heart? Andy said to him, how's your heart, Craig? Like, I'm like, the fuck's going on here? Like, it's...
Because didn't he unfollow her?
This wasn't like they're not consciously uncoupling. They are done.
Yeah, they're done.
They didn't Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, I think she's been seen with some dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And Craig will be fine.
He'll be fine.
He'll be just fine.
Maybe he could take a break and hang out with the guys a little bit, let his hair down.
Right, because Austin, he needs it.
He needs it. He is missing his bromance.
Yeah, he's absolutely missing his bromance, but we love Craig. And we also love The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which is another good season.
Great season. I mean, this last episode, we're caught up, I think, because the Sutton takes Garcelle and Kyle to Augusta, to her home, to what I call the plantation, because that was uncomfortable AF.
That mom
was like, and then the dad that came in, old Jeb, what's his name?
It's like her
Jimbo.
friend.
That was a friend?
Yeah, he said it's my friend.
Okay, well, Jimbo came in and looked at Garcelle. It was so uncomfortable to me, and I was like, Garcelle, this is the buddy you picked, huh? It was weird to me. I was very uncomfortable with the mom And the whole thing, and then questioning why she chose to bring Kyle Sutton.
Yeah, I don't know.
And not Erika, who's from there.
Right. It could have been a scheduling thing.
Yeah, that's true.
No, but they don't, I think at the core, they don't like each other.
At the core, do you think, name them? Like, why she bring, I just am not seeing it. Is she just out of it? Like, is the whole group kind of fractured, like, in that way where she's like, I'll pick Kyle to come?
I don't know.
It almost seemed like Kyle didn't know why she was there.
That mom is scary, though.
Oh, she's terrifying. But she's just like Sutton.
Is she?
I think so.
Why? How so?
She says whatever she wants without thinking about someone's feelings. She's harsh.
Yes.
I don't know. She looks like her.
She looks like her, but I mean, everybody's like terrified of her. And Garcelle got her a scarf, and she was like,
I mean, who does that with a gift? What a terrible lady.
Yeah, she's nasty.
Nasty.
You're
but
too old
Sutton
to be like
nasty.
That. Yes.
Sutton's behavior can be very, very nasty.
Very judgy and nasty.
Judgy, nasty, needing to be the center of attention. Remember when they went to the strip dance thing and she didn't wear pants and she got all mad and stormed off in the corner? She's like a little tantrum thrower, like her mom, it looks like to me.
And coming up on the preview, it had Garcelle trying to sit the mom down and tell her about herself. And the mom was like...
Set her ass straight. Like, yeah, that was... I'm telling you, the mom, I don't know. I like that. I want them to get out of Augusta fast, like... what's the movie Get Out? Like, I was like, Garcelle, get out.
Right.
That's what it felt to me. Did you feel that way? I don't know. Or is that just me?
No.
Because she was in a movie, Get Out Part 2.
Definitely. But Beverly Hills is just continuing to kick ass. And babe, are we going to find time? We have to find time to go see Erika.
When is it over?
There's a few more weeks left in Chicago.
Yeah. I already saw her do it.
You saw her do it?
Yeah, on Broadway the first time.
Is the crowd going to see Chicago?
Just for her.
They just go to see her?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Just like Ariana, people came for her.
That's crazy.
Lisa Rinna did it. She did Chicago.
So they could just...
I think I saw her, too.
They could plug and play anybody in there, huh?
Oh, yeah. It's not an easy part, but Erika was good. She was good. I think that she's probably happy to do it again. Because the more reps you get. Yeah. She got cut short. Right. Because of COVID and Tom Girardi. Yeah, I would be down to go see it. I can't believe you're saying that. I have to drag you to the theater. I don't know. I need good seats. Those seats are... Yeah, and I think that theater, I know most of the theaters, like the seating, and that one, you'd have a hard time. I mean, there's some seats that you could do. You always have to be on the end, but the way it's the shape of the theater, I don't know. I'd be excited to see her live. Yeah. Anytime you see any housewife doing something other than being a housewife, or just in the wild. I mean, come on. And then afterwards, we'd get to say hello to her. Yeah. And these are always exciting moments for us. we love that shit. Love it. So we need to look at the schedule for Chicago. Okay, we'll do it. And we have a little trip coming up to Florida, which is needed because it's fucking cold here. I don't think it's that hot there. I looked. What do you mean? 67 or something? No. I need heat. We just were there and it was not quite hot enough for me. But I was in Miami for a day and it felt hot? Like Miami. Okay. I don't know, but I want, because I'm bringing flip-flops. Oh, you going to go in the water? I would like to. I mean, I don't know. Last time you were just in West Palm and you didn't go in the water. I would like to go in the water. I need you to watch me go in the water. Yeah, because that, down over there by your mom's, the beach at your mom's house, that water seems very rough to me. Like, it's different. I need an eyewitness. Yeah. Well. With a life preserver or something like that. You need a lifeguard. Yeah, I need not an eyewitness. Yeah, it's rough. Let's see if the weather's not good. You're not going to go in the water. If it ain't like chill, I don't. Yeah, I'm not feeling like I need to save you because I could save you. No. I don't want to need to be saved. I don't play with the ocean. I respect the ocean. Yes. If it ain't calm, cool, and collective, and I don't see other people in the water, I ain't going in. And by the way, last time we were there, I don't remember what month it was. We didn't see anybody in that. That thing is rough over there. All right. Well, we'll figure it out. Anyway,
Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend about Rapaport's Reality. Make sure you subscribe, rate, and give a fantastic 5-star review. And we will be back next week discussing all things reality TV, all things popular culture, and again, some curated gems from our relationship. Love you, babe.
Love you, babe.